Doley. I'm back with the third video in this series, MIT X-Pro Bad Bank Capstone Project. In this video, I'm going to show how I deployed my application, some additional features, and I'll demonstrate again how this app works and reflect on some things that I'd like to improve upon. In regards to deployment, deploying the app was really difficult. I ended up using DigitalOcean, creating a droplet as a virtual machine to store the application files and serve the application. This required, I used Ubuntu as the language of the terminal for the virtual machine, and Nginx to take what's running on 300 and proxy it to port 80. I don't really know what that means, but had to do that. It says PW. I think it's PM, maybe. I don't know. I have to go back and look. PM2, I think. It was another thing that I had to install, and I don't really know what that does. And then the application is cloned from GitHub into the virtual machine. So that part was actually familiar, but a lot of this was brand new to me, and it was like reading really bad user manuals over and over again and trying different things. It was horrible. Some of the additional features that I have are forms. So I created a couple of different forms with, and I guess they take the properties from the various components, and then they use the same form, but different things are turned on and off. And I did some styling with AllData. I have to log in to see the AllData. And so, I don't know, I just made it so that you could kind of clearly see each account. And if somebody wants to do like an unauthorized hack, so if I log out here, you can't click on deposit, withdraw, and AllData, but you can type it in up here. And so what happens if somebody is clever and they want to make a withdraw, then a message pops up that says log into account. So you're prevented from doing that. But I did not do that for AllData. So somebody could hack into this bad bank and see everybody's balance. So that's and so what would I do differently? I think that I really liked the way that Amazon Web Service and the React application integrated. I wasn't able to figure that out. I would love to create this, to refactor this as a React app and use Next.js to do some of the routing, and I would like the nav bar to have some sort of drop down. And I noticed this doesn't really work on a mobile application because the nav bar is just too wide. So work on some of the styling so that it works on a mobile app. And authentication. Right now my authentication is just some codes that will stop people from looking at what they're not supposed to look at, but I'm sure there's a lot of gaps there. It would be pretty cool to integrate maybe Firebase authentication. So that's something that I would definitely want to do. And I guess I have a couple minutes here. I'll log back in and I'll show mit.edu. I'll just show that the deposit and withdrawal features work. So this person doesn't have any money in there, so I want to put $100 in. I submit, and there's some logic in there to prevent like negative numbers, maybe letters. So, and then same thing with withdraw. It has to be a positive number, and it's connected with context, so it knows the balance. And that's about it. Thank you for listening. This is the end of my capstone presentation. Bye-bye.